In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 practical diet tips, the kind of things that most people never talk about, that's going to help you get results much faster and help you maintain that results month after month. Hey everybody, how you all doing? Peter Carvalho here. Now welcome to our very first fat loss workshop. These videos are a little bit longer, about 10 minutes long, but in them I'm going to provide you with practical, simple and powerful tips that will help you get better results. So when you hear me talk about one of these, get your pen and paper out and write down these tips and tricks and start implementing them into your own program so that you can start getting better results right away. And this very first one, I'm going to talk about practical diet tips, the sort of things that most people never talk about. When it comes to the diet, everybody talks about the macronutrient split, the type of diet, paleo diet, intermittent fasting, meal frequency, meal protocols, etc., etc. But very few people talk about the practical application of having to actually eat those meals and following that specific diet. Because when the rubber hits the road, it's these kind of things that's going to ultimately get you the results. And today I'm going to share 5 of these practical diet tips that's going to help you eat your meals, stick to your eating plan, and not just get results faster, but maintain those results month after month. Are you ready? Let's get going. The very first thing that's very important when it comes to actually implementing and following a meal plan week after week is to make sure your meals are actually tasty and it's meals that you like to eat. Make no mistake, guys, I learned this the hard way during my own body transformation. I had a great diet, okay? Unfortunately, it was based on eating boring foods. It was either chicken breast and steamed veggies or fish and steamed veggies. It was very bland and very boring. And I was able to stick to this for a week or two, but after 2 weeks, if you're a foodie like me, and I think every human being in the world is a foodie, we all love foods, you would not be able to stand eating another boring, tasteless meal. So you can get results, but ultimately you're going to revert back to something that you remember tastes nice, and that will most of the time be something unhealthy. So make no mistake, this is a game changer. Once you learn how to make meals that's tasty and healthy, nutrient dense, and it will get you results, that is where you want to get to. And once I learned how to use spices, how to use fresh herbs, and how to use cooking methods to actually make my meals tasty, it took my results to a whole different level. The great thing is, adding all these things doesn't just make your food tastier, it can actually add to the nutrient value and especially the micronutrient value to help you improve your health and your results ultimately even more. So make no mistake, if you eat boring food, you can get results, but you will need to have a massive amount of willpower to stick to that week in, week out. But the good thing is you don't need to. And if you actually want to see these kind of meals, go to 6weeksixpack.com/5 free. You can see 5 meals that I actually developed during my body transformation so that you can see what these meals look like, how I can take boring ingredients and make super healthy, tasty meals out of it, guys. I'm not promoting anything in these workshops. I just want to provide you guys with really a lot of value and high quality. So, number 1, make sure you create foods and meals that's tasty and that you want to eat day in, day out. Number 2, schedule your meals into your daily routine and diary. I first learned about this from a corporate client of mine, and this was related to his workouts. This guy was super busy, but he always managed to hit his workouts day in, day out. And I eventually once asked him, you're the busiest of all my clients, yet you're the one who sticks to those workouts day in, day out. How are you able to do it? And he simply said, I schedule it as a meeting into my daily diary. And then I simply follow it. And he told me he's so busy because if a day had 48 hours, he'd be able to fill up all 48 hours. So the only way he was able to actually do that workout is to schedule it, and most business people will tell you if it's not scheduled, it doesn't get done. So when it comes to your meals, you can do the same thing. Now you can schedule this a week in advance. That to me is too far. I prefer to just schedule my meals for the following day. And what do? You just write in when will you eat every specific meal, specific times, and what you will eat. And then the whole guessing game or trying to wing it of thinking what you're going to eat tomorrow and potentially failing is gone. Okay? You've just completely got rid of that hurdle that could destroy your results. So, schedule your meals in the day before, the evening before, so that you know exactly what you will eat and when you will eat it. It makes life so much easier, and this is great to do for the first couple of months when you're following something new. until you've developed those healthy eating habits. Next is a very basic one. I've spoken about this many times, and that is to cook in bulk. But I want to say something here, because a lot of people think that just because you've cooked 20 chicken breasts for the next 3 days, you now need to eat boring chicken breast and veggies. And that's not what it's about. It's just about having your main ingredients, like your main macronutrients, whether it be your fats, your veggies, your protein, all cooked, so that all you have to do is prep your meal whenever you want to eat it. So for example, if you've cooked a lot of chicken, you can make chicken salad in the morning, you can make a chicken al greco in the afternoon, you can make a chicken mush mash bowl if you want. If you don't know what that is one of those 5 free recipes you can download. Go check it out. I love that meal. You can do whatever you want to do with those ingredients, but it's already cooked, so you don't have to spend 10-15 minutes cooking everything, then prepping it all, and eventually it takes half an hour to 45 minutes to make a meal. So that is what cooking in bulk does for you. You have all the ingredients ready, and you can just prep your meal, whatever you want to eat, in 5 minutes, and you can get back out there and enjoy life while having eaten a healthy, nutrient-dense meal. So cooking in bulk is vitally important to actually follow an eating plan in our busy lifestyles day in, day out. Now, the next thing that goes hand in hand with the cooking in bulk is eating similar meals and doing meal prep. Okay, so what does this mean? Well, fitness models, bodybuilders, they know all about food prep, especially when they get ready for a competition, because it takes away the fact that you need willpower, it takes away the thinking game, it takes everything away because your meals are already prepped and ready to eat. You just go and grab one of them out of the fridge and start eating. So the way I do this, I might prep meals for about 2 or 3 days, and I will have, let's say I'm eating 4 meals a day, 3 of those meals will be very similar, okay? Or at very least have similar ingredients. Then to make sure my meal plan doesn't become too boring, the evening meal, my dinner, I would cook something from scratch, because then I'm normally at home, I have more time. So if I've been eating chicken all day, I might have a nice steak and veggies at night, okay? So that's how I break it up. But for 3 of my 4 meals, for 3 days in a row, I will eat very similar meals with very similar ingredients. It just makes life so much easier. And then the final tip, guys, is something that I call emergency meals. I've spoken about this many times before, but this will help you so much, especially if you have a busy lifestyle and you get yourself in trouble and make mistakes. No matter how well you put a plan in place, no matter how much food prep, how many foods you cook in bulk, how much you schedule it into your daily diary, life happens, and there will be times where you either run out of food, you couldn't get back home to get your meal that you've prepped, and you need to actually have emergency meals ready. These things will help you out of a tight spot so much. And the truth of the matter is, guys, if you want to be successful at anything in life, most people have a plan A and a plan B and even a plan C, and I'm going to provide you with a practical example right now. So let's, for example, say I got home and my chicken breast that I've cooked in bulk has run out. I will have an emergency meal in the form of tuna and avocado. My tuna packets can last a year. It's not something I want to eat every single day. It's not that healthy for many different reasons. But if I need a meal that's not going to destroy my results, I grab one of those packets. I always have some tuna. I'll put some pecan nuts in, some lemon juice, salt and pepper. It took me 3 minutes to make the meal, and it's still going to continue getting me results. If I ran out of tuna and I don't have any avo, I've got a plan C, which is a protein shake with a green shake. I mix the two together, and then I might even add a teaspoon of coconut oil. So I've got fats, protein, and greens all in a shake, and those things can all last for a year. So having emergency meals in place, or things that you can eat that won't destroy your results if life happens, is a great practical technique to make sure you can stick to your diet and you continue getting results. And by the way, these emergency meals can sometimes be just as good and just as tasty as my main meal. So there you go, guys. I hope you had your pen and paper out. Start implementing these practical tips and tricks into your daily lifestyle, guys. These are the kind of things that people don't talk about. It's not sexy, but it's the difference between actually getting results in the real world and not getting results at all. So there you go, guys, our very first fat loss workshop. I hope you enjoyed it, but please give me your feedback. Any comments that you have, put it in the comments box below. If you like this video, click on the like button. Share this with anybody who you feel can get value from this information. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, keep it simple and have fun out there. Bye-bye.